Hello everyone, got a really obscure movie to talk about right now. It's a foreign language film, it's a French film, it is called The Blue Room. And it's a movie that I don't know if I was gonna really see. I didn't expect to see it today, it just happened to work out that way and there was a time to go see it at one of my favorite little art house theaters in where I live. And yes, as I said before, it is a French film. And to my surprise, the person who wrote and directed this film, wrote the screenplay, it's based on a novel, but wrote the screenplay and directed the film, also is the star of this movie. And I'm not going to try and pronounce his name, but I've seen him in films. There's been some films that he's come out this year, but he's definitely more known for his work in France. But he's also been in some films in other countries, including America. And some of the movies he's been in, including this year, is The Grand Budapest Hotel. And he's been in some films in the past called The Diving Bell and the Butterfly, Munich. And he was the major villain in 007 Quantum of Solace from 2008. Well, yes, to my surprise, this guy is actually also a writer and a director. And this is the first film I've seen from him, even though he has directed many films, I believe, in France. So I didn't know that going in, but I knew that he was in the film, and I was excited about that. I like him as an actor, but I didn't really know from the trailer, didn't really remember. I've seen the trailer a few times, but didn't really remember what this film was about. So I felt like I went kind of blind watching the movie, so there wasn't really any anticipation or any excitement to see this film. I just found out, what the hell, let's go check it out, see if it's any good. And also, to my surprise, the movie is only an hour and 15 minutes. That's it. 75 minutes, that's it. It's in, out, done, bye. So the film revolves around a crime investigation, and we get to know, while this crime investigation is going on, while these two major characters are being interviewed, they're both in other marriages, but they're lovers, they're having an affair together, and we get to see some glimpse of that. This movie is kind of a puzzle piece. While this investigation is going on, we're going back in the past, and we're seeing his life with his wife and his child and his business, and we're seeing him with his relationship with his mistress, and what's going on there. They love each other, and he loves his wife, kinda. He not really has the most strong relationship with his wife. He's trying to be a good father, a good husband, but he's still in love with his mistress. And they seem to get together near where his mistress' husband works at a pharmacy, and the room that they're having most of their lovemaking is in a blue room. So I think that's one of the blue rooms. There's a few blue rooms in this movie, but that's the major blue room, and probably why the movie is called The Blue Room. So there it goes from there. You find out what happens, and it's pretty speedy, especially when it gets down to the end, which involves the trial. And if I had one major complaint about this movie, it is when it gets near to the last 15 minutes of the movie, and it seems like it has to wrap it up really fast. It feels really rushed as we're getting through this trial, and I was like, I think this movie could have been so much better. It's a great film, I will say. It's a very intriguing plot, and a very fascinating way it tells the story in a very unconventional way. But I felt like if we had maybe another half an hour, especially during the trial sequence, I might have loved this movie even more than I already do. I have some problems with it. It's hard to follow at times. Yes, you have to read a lot, and you kind of have to pay attention. Even though the movie's a short period of time, you can't leave because I have to read the subtitles, got to find out what these characters, how they are all connected, how important they are to the plot. And I enjoyed the time that it was, and it went by pretty fast. The 75 minutes went by pretty fast. But again, at the end, I just felt like it was just really rushing to just close all the plot points and get us some sort of satisfying ending. And the ending's quite weird. It goes in a direction that I didn't really expect, didn't know, because you really have no idea who's involved with this crime, who dies, who lives, and how they're all involved. You really have to pay attention, watch the movie. It's not like Memento or anything. That movie came out in 2001. That's a brain teaser. This is not as bad as that. That's a great film, though. Memento is a great film. So it's not as complex as that film, but I like the way this movie was told. It was told in a different and unique way than normally we see in these kind of movies, and it was very sexy. The women in the film were beautiful, and what more can I say about that? Women are beautiful. Acting was great. It looked great. Another thing that was really surprising about this movie is that it wasn't shot in widescreen. For some reason, I don't know why, but it was shot in the 1.33 aspect ratio from the old days, the old television days. That's how it's shot, like Gone with the Wind. It looks like it's shot like the Gone with the Wind days. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why they went that route. I'd be curious to find out. If anybody has seen this film, The Blue Room, let me know what you thought about it. If you had a chance to see it, I think most people will get a chance. If they want to go see it, it'll probably be streaming someday on Netflix or Amazon or Hulu Plus. Who knows where it's actually going to be. But I think it's definitely worth watching, especially if you like films from other countries, like French films, like crime dramas, crime thrillers, investigation thrillers. I definitely say it's definitely worth watching. And for that, I'm going to give The Blue Room, I'm going to give it a slight 3.5 stars out of 4. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter and I'm on Facebook. And please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film. Also go to Long Beach Acting and Film Association right here on Facebook and Twitter. Please also go to MoviePile.com. And if you've enjoyed this video review, please click right here. Subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Have a great day, a wonderful night, and a wonderful life. And I will talk to you at my next movie review. Bye everyone, and peace be with you, my friends.